Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our upcoming, well, not upcoming, our second part of playing through Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Last time we had a bit of an adventure into, well, madness. Losing our dear captain, unfortunately, and subsequently being thrust into the role of a successor to this rogue trader dynasty. And after that, we did manage to get our hands on a navigator, which, oh, for throne's sake, don't tell me this is going to mess me up now. Give me a second. I've been having some weird performance issues lately. And I don't know why, because they make no sense whatsoever. And I tested before the stream started, and there weren't any issues then. So, why they're acting up now? No idea. Well, it seems like to have abated for now. But, yes. Back on topic. Today we have a bit of another challenge to take on. So, after we went through the warp, almost died, we lost a bunch of crew, and also some material, but mostly crew. So we need some people. And there is a civilized planet in this local system here. However, they might not be particularly happy about us just, you know, running over there and grabbing them. So we might have to do some financial diplomacy, perhaps. That would be an apt way of describing it. Other than that, we have a few other points of interest here in the system as well. There is a prison colony here on this planetoid known as Owlcat Games. We're not going to check this one out quite yet, but we might take a trip via the astropathic station. If you remember, at the end of the last stream, after we had our navigator successfully communicate with the ship, we were also informed that, or perhaps it was before, we were also informed that there was some problems at the astropathic station. So let's go and check that out before we head to Owlcat Minoris. Oh, what is this? Lord Captain, there is some commotion on the officer's deck. The Lady Navigator has left her quarters and is currently in the wardroom, where uninitiated crew members are shunning her in terror. Perhaps you should find out what has brought Cassia to the deck. Yeah, let's go and have a talk with her. I wonder what she's up to. Hope she's okay. I mean, it's quite a change of circumstance for her.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
Well, it pleases me to see you're adjusting to the life aboard the ship.
Compared to Owlcat 5, your ship is a boundless world of unfamiliar hues. And yet, the abundance of bright colors can at times be wearisome on the eyes. The bridge and the decks are so clamorous. In my search for a place of quiet, I was fortunate to come upon this islet of serenity filled with rare tomes and practically devoid of color.
Well, I see that you're quite fond of reading.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing.
Oh, Cassia, you're precious.
Owlcat 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course. Although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
Well, the events that took place must have shaken you greatly.
One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
Your only attendant seems to be your valet from Urac 5. Am I not good enough?
No, it is not that at all, Lord Captain. It is just that Uwe is quite capable of carrying out his duties by himself. He is well accustomed to my whims and preferences.
Well, that makes sense. Oh, that does make sense. Well, I hope that you've had ample time to calm yourself and your powers.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis Nobility. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior in your question just now insulting.
Oh, I did not mean to insult.
Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying? You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I. I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
You have nothing to apologize for. Human emotions are natural, be they good or bad. But I think so.
Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station, of Theobald and Felek. I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Urac 5. So why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness here?
Because you're a poor autistic girl who hasn't had the chance to let her emotions and her emotional intelligence grow? I didn't say that part out loud, by the way.
At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls, and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your ship alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine the things that await beyond, but my delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing.
Oh, I wouldn't dare to make fun of a lady's feelings, especially not one who's captivated me ever since I set eye. So no.
Words like that, Lord Captain, could easily be misconstrued. You should familiarize yourself with some of the works in your library to learn the appropriate manner of conversing with a lady.
She is so upper class it hurts. Oh, it's so good. I love Cassia. Cassia's brilliant. Ah, she's fantastic. Anyway, enough flirting. Back to work. I love Cassia. Honestly, out of all of the romance options in this game, I think Cassia is genuinely the most, like, just pure and heartfelt one. Even though she is painfully upper class. Right. Right, we were taking a look at the Astropath station. That's what we were actually doing. I hope they're okay. I have a feeling they're not. Let's take a look. Throne's sake. Why do all the events trigger, like, right at the beginning here? Yeah, members of a sacred cult operating aboard the ship have requested an audience. They wish to present gifts and introduce themselves to their new captain. What sacred cults? They call themselves the Bloodspun Web. The cult defends the flagship from both internal and external threats. Lady Theodora held them in high regard and looked favorably upon their activities. Yeah, so this is the Death Cult DLC. Now, you know what? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's be ready to receive them. I will commence the preparations at once, Lord Captain. So, for those who don't know, in 40k, death cults are generally... let's call them religious extremist groups. Like, very pious religious extremist groups who turn death into a form of, and killing into a form of art and worship. And while some death cults are, you know, problematic, you don't want to have, you know, crazed killers going around. The Inquisition tends to look favorably upon them because they can very often be very, very useful tools, because they're about as devoted to the throne of mankind as Sisters of Battle, the Adeptus Sororitas. Yeah, someone cleaned this up, though. The amount of killing here is a bit excessive. We don't need this many corpses on the deck. And people are a bit spooked. Alright. People on the deck watch in awe as the final figure moves gracefully into a ceremonial pose. Some of the officers whisper in excitement, while others murmur prayers to the God Emperor.
The Undying Emperor commanded us to spin a web of blood around his children, and we obeyed. We obey still. Domin von Valancius, death has whispered your name. We disown Domin Theodora. We renounce our oath to her.
Well, she's dead, but yeah, that's a matter of protocol.
And now we give the gift of our blood to you. It is the gift of death. Death has whispered your name. The followers of the tenets of the web swear fealty to their new overlord and offer proof of their devotion.
You do know you could very easily be mistaken for a Khorne worshipper with all the blood and killing and honor, right? Just, yeah.
We give you a blade, the silent verdict. The Undying One has chosen you to wield this instrument of death. We give you one of our own, Kibella. She will be your shield and shadow. And we give you the blood of these traitors. The tenets of the web will purify their souls.
Why is she speaking about herself in third person? We've heard many stories about death cults, such as this one. These devoted holy assassins of the Imperium have turned death into a form of worship of the Emperor. They are exemplary slayers, invisible executioners, and the scourge of traitors, heretics, and fallen souls. Many righteous people honor them as votaries of the faith, while others see their fearsome rituals as frenzied spectacles touched by madness. Interesting. So a death cult watches over my crew. They who honor the Emperor through killing, who devote their every deed to serving him, sacred executioners.
The Domin has discerned our essence. This is a great honor for the blood-spun web. We have woven the bays of this ship together with the threads of our faith for many years. We keep the greatest relic, his tarot, through which he sends us his blessed revelations. We obey the whispers of the Undying One. This is our service to him. This is our service to you.
I mean, seems useful. Your heart is filled with awe as you gaze at the cultists. You recognize this feeling. You have experienced it before. When you walked through the scoring flame and survived, the eyes of your grim guests burn bright with sacrificial fervor. They serve the God Emperor with wholehearted faith and devotion. And why have you brought this rabble to the upper decks?
So you may offer the souls of these traitors as a gift to him. You have the authority to order their execution. Their blood will bind us together through him. For the God Emperor, the Undying One is death itself. The Undying One is duty itself.
You say that I have the authority to order their execution, but I didn't give the order for you to execute the people you killed on your way here? So, was that a breach of authority? You might have tried to plan your words a little bit better.
Give the order, Domin. Let a spinner of the blood-spun web undergo the test of a sacred trial.
Well, I do want you to prove yourself, because you're essentially inviting yourself to my party, so,
A dagger
yeah.
that has not sliced through sinew is nothing more than a toy. Let the final dance begin.
I approve, I approve. Now show me what you can do. Yeah, no, blade dancers in this game are potentially quite strong. Let's just say that. Potentially quite strong. Alright. Start battle. Alright, 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 alright. How about we jump right in here? And then... let's see. Let's just go to town. Very good, very good. Then we do a little bit of blood spatter. And then we can jump, kill, jump, kill. Oh, this is such a satisfying class to play, honestly. I love Cabela. Cabela's great. She is I think she's going to have a good place in the party, especially because she synergizes quite well with some of the abilities that I have access to.
Pray. You cannot alter your fate.
The angel's blessing awaits!
Let's see. I only have one death from my bow stack. It is enough to kill both of these, though. But we jump here. And then we Yeah, killing going.
As honor ordains.
Kill you.
Trust me.
Go here. Kill you. Wait, didn't that give me a... Ah, damn it. Didn't give me another dance from above.
The Sire's
That's
song
unfortunate.
guides me.
I will
Ow!
not die in dishonor.
Only the faithful will ascend.
What? I didn't even know it was possible to fail that one. For own sake. Cabela, what are you doing? Getting absolutely slammed. Well, good thing I didn't say this was going to be like an Iron Man challenge or anything. Also, why the hell is my game lagging out just, like, from nothing? I'm literally just on a load screen. What is going on? Okay. Load latest save. For own sake, Cabela. That was embarrassing, Cabela. How could you? How could you? Honestly. That was not good. Just straight up not good. Disappointing, really. Oh, I did not think that was going to happen. Unbelievable. Guess I'll have to play super aggressively and take them out immediately. Oof. There we go. Well, let's receive them. I'm just going to skip ahead here, because I don't need to reread everything. But damn. Guess that's what I get for turning up the difficulty from the previous save. Alright. Yeah.
The Undying.
Yes.
Domin von Valancius.
Spread the blood everywhere.
We,
Interesting.
the Dom.
Go on. You
So
brought the rabble.
give the order, Domin. A dagger.
Alright, let's get to the fight. I have a feeling she's going to need a lot of equipment to not be so fragile in the future. Because she got absolutely deleted there. That was not good.
Your Emperor won't save you!
Why would I need saving? Oh, much better.
As the
Alright. Very clean, very clean. Now, what messed me up there was the fact that I got smacked to the ground with a... Wait, how did he have a club to smack me to the ground? They got knives. Excuse me? Nonsense. Oh, no, that guy has a club. Okay. Yeah, let's just go here first, and then let's do Rain of Blood, and Blade Dance. It's a kill.
your soul be purged.
Jump over there. I would technically hit that guy as well. But killing this guy is more
As
important.
honor order.
we go. There we go. Much better.
I serve the ruinous powers! Ah!
Parried. Much better. Yeah, she has insane parry. Like, absolutely batshit insane parry.
I shall not fail.
There we go. Give it a bit of a cleave. Jump here.
The other side
And
awaits.
done. Excellent. I think we also got party-wide level ups from that. Nice. Good work. Much better. Cut to the heart, a cut to the throat, a cut to the stomach. These wounds have been inflicted according to his pleasure. The blood of the apostates will wash away the stain of their treachery, so that the souls may prostrate themselves before the Undying One's throne and beg his forgiveness. I have acted with reverence and shown proof of my loyalty. Will you accept me, dummy Constantine? Will you make me your shield and shadow? Well... bring the unrighteous to ruin and forces of respect. I think we could use them. Well, you will be my shadow. Actually, I want to hear what my retinue thinks first. I have heard, though only at a distance, the prayers of the spinners offered to him. I have seen how their deeds fill the people's hearts with confidence in the inevitability of his wrath. The Bloodspurn's web's loyalty to the Emperor is without question, as is their willingness to lay down their lives in the fight against the archenemy. And although Lady Theodora never granted the cult an audience or brought a spinner into her retinue, she respected the Bloodspurn web and approved of its mission. It is strange. Their shadowy forms are swathed in darkness, yet a radiant light burns within them like a scarlet flame. I think it is a good sign. It is rare to see anyone filled with such light, even among servants of the faith. Well, I think that's approval from all parts. You will be my shadow, Kibella. Welcome. Henceforth I am your shadow, Domin Constantine von Valancius, an instrument of death placed in your hand by the Undying One. For so it was ordained, and so his tarot forspoke. I also come bearing an invitation from the Vizier of the Bloodspurn web. He wishes you to know that the doors of the Undying One's temple are open to you. Are you suggesting the Lord Captain should go down into the depths of his flagship to search for this temple? With all due respect, the lower decks are for servants and crew. They are not fitting place for his lordship. And where is this temple? I am not permitted to say. If you wish to find the temple, you must walk the path of Saint Ariane, the matriarch spider. Hers was the thread that would become the Bloodspurn web. Perhaps one day I will grant you that favor. I have heard the whispers of the Undying One. He awaits you. He calls to you. Your time will come. I'm sure it will, but I have more urgent things to deal with. Such as the astropaths. So let's get back to that. And then we need some more crew. Because as much as having a bunch of assassins on our ship is, you know, convenient and stuff, I don't think that would help with making sure that our ship's running as it's supposed to run. There we go. Yes, I know how the Void Ship map works. Did we get a level up, by the way? I think we did. Oh no, it was just Cabela's levels. But let's take a look at her abilities. So she is a Voidborn Blade Dancer. Keystone is the Blade Dance, makes 3 melee attacks against random targets. Could potentially include allies. So we need to be careful with how we position her. She's got Medicae, she's got Death from Above, which lets you jump, and the Death Waltz, which is their heroic ability. Then she has In the Footsteps of Death. Every time an enemy is killed by the Blade Dancers' allies, the number of movement points on the Blade Dancer's next turn is increased by 2. That's actually pretty nice, honestly. Not gonna lie, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm trying to remember. I don't. I think it's on the secondary archetype, Executioner, that you get access to the Medicae thing. There is a thing where you can use like Medicae with weapon skill, and then you can get your Medicae to dictate your number of wounds, which is really good. Really, really good. Alright, let's see. Common talents. So we can take either the Blood talent, Blood Blessed and Bloodstained, or we can take something for the Voidborn talents. Let's look at the Blood talents. Actually, I want to look at what she has by default. Because she has... yeah, Origin Talent, Death Cult Assassin. She has Raining Blood. The Death Cult Assassin's next single target melee attack splashes blood in a 5-cell cone behind the target. The Death Cult Assassin and allies in the affected area get Blood Blessed, and enemies, including the initial target, suffer the Blood Stained. Both effects last 2 rounds. Additionally, all the cells in the affected area are now covered in blood for 2 rounds. Whenever a creature interacts with just a cell, moves there, or stands there at the moment when the effect is applied, it receives an additional stack of blood. And for every 10 wounds the Death Cult Assassin loses through the entire combat, each creature affected by blood gains 1 stack of the corresponding effect. Okay. And she is dogmatic as hell. Right. Well, I think we can go through some kind of blood stacking here. So, gain more stacks of blood whenever bleed is inflicted, more stacks of blood whenever you suffer damage from bleed. Each time you parry or dodge, all enemies with the blood stain suffer 1 stack. Allies deal agility bonus % more damage to enemies if both the ally and the target. Ah, no, that's too niche. Crimson Tide. Blood Blessed or Blood Stain gains 1 extra stack whenever raining blood is inflicted again, or whenever it starts its turn on a blood-covered cell. I think Crimson Tide is the easiest one to trigger for now, but perhaps one of these might be better. 10% chance on crits to double the damage. I think I want to take just a Flesh Wound, just because she's going to be very, very in the front line, so being able to not eat shit is probably good. Let's see, agility is super high, let's get more weapon skill, and then we can choose an ability. Let's take a look Veil of Blades. Faces the side of their choice, immediately ends their turn. Until the beginning of the next turn, they can dodge area attacks without moving, are immune to all types of force movement, gain 20% parry against attacks from that side, and can now parry attacks made against adjacent allies. Can even parry ranged attacks, except for ranged area attacks. Oath of Vengeance. Select an ally until the end of combat. Attacks made by the Blade Dancer against enemies who have already attacked that ally gain 15% crit and 28% crit damage. That is pretty fucking crazy. And my game is freezing from the most random shit. I need to check what the fuck's going on. Acrobatic artistry is funky, but I don't like it. I don't actually like it. It's only good if you have, like, plenty of death from above triggers. Let's see, what are these last two? Blood Oath. Targets a single enemy vowing to dispatch their mark. Next attack against the selected enemy cannot be dodged or parried. If it kills the target, the Blade Dancer regains wounds and gains AP. And an additional attack. Can be used multiple times per turn, but it grants +1 AP and additional attack only once. I mean, that's potentially quite good. Just, like, delete a single target. Inflicts bleeding on all targets, though. That's nice. Oh, I actually really like that. Especially because I'm going to go down the executioner route later. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see his last one. Yeah, let's do more Medicaid, because I know I'm going to make a big deal out of that later. Alright, and let's quickly take a look at equipment. Spinner's breastplate. Yeah, so that big-ass sword, the Silent Verdict, the Death Cult weapon, I think I'm just going to have you use it, because, yeah, I think you're the best user for it. Now, back to work. The astropathic station is dead ahead of the void ship. It's motionless. There is lifeless silence across its vox frequencies. Its lights are out, and even those who have no warp sensitivity can feel the presence of death. It is here, lurking in the shadows. All of this makes reading the reports of the ship's astropaths, who claim to be hearing an incessant ghostly howl emanating from the station, all the more disturbing. Yeah, let's try and contact them by vox initially. No responses. For God's sake. I still want to deploy a scouting team. I want to know what's happening here. The enforcers offered their prayers and proceeded to enter the uncanny station. What they saw inside was monstrous. Astropaths upon their thrones. Not quite here. Not quite now. Smudged, as it were, across time. Servants reliving their horrible deaths again and again, only to be reborn out of ashes and blood into more agony a moment later. The warp manifested itself here, twisting the very nature of existence. The main hall was covered in a crust of psychic ice. The green-robed, blind old man sat motionless upon a tall throne. He was quite literally embedded in the ice, yet he was still alive and screaming. I want to find out what's happening here. Zachary, go and take a look. Choirmaster Wise boarded the station in person and proceeded to the choir's hall. He stood silently for hours in front of a man frozen in ice,
and held a telepathic conversation with him. Then, Master Wise offered a prayer to the God Emperor, and the unfortunate man passed away. Upon returning to the ship, Wise reverently presented the Lord Captain with a grim trophy, the late Choir Master's amulet, taken from his frozen body after his death. Denial of Nightmares. If worn by a Psyker, the wearer gains immunity to the horrors of the warp effect. The horrors of the warp is, I believe, something that can happen. Is it from demons? I think it's either inflicted by demons, or it's something that can happen if you roll badly on psychic phenomena. The psychic shriek carrying across the Immaterium has been silenced, but this has brought the crew no relief. A chilling realization came to the astropaths when they discovered that the crier was masking a different sound, one even more terrifying and surreal. It was the melody of a cataclysm born from a warp storm of titanic power, so intense that the entire expanse must be able to hear it. It muffles the astropathic messages and crawls into Psyker's minds, evoking everywhere the same image, a dark, gaping, beastly mouth cleaving the universe in two. Now that the mad choir master had finally stopped screaming, the song of the Immaterium has reached the rogue trader's void ship too. Burn everything. We need to cleanse this place. Void torpedoes shatter the fragile station. One can only hope that the unfortunate souls captured by the warp have perished along with their home. Emperor, pity their souls. Well, that's it for now. Let's return to let's head to Rykad Minoris. Lord Captain, sorry to disturb you. It's pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I hear Master Viserian's voice. In any case, I wanted to warn you in advance.
Oh, are we getting all of the minor events, like, right away? I think we are. I think we are. Man, I named this stream, like, Part 2, Heretics Everywhere, but we haven't even gotten to Rykad Minoris. Oh well. Let's see what this is about. I think I know what this is. Let's see. This is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of highborn brats out of a lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. I apologize, sir, but I must speak to the Lord Captain. Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain, not least because I see you have already seen fit to disturb him. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence towards a higher-ranking officer will be logged on your personal file without delay. Let's see, so what was this about? Well, you may speak, but I want to hear a full report, not a shouting match. Cannot wait a minute now. An assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks on orders to crush the worker strike by any means necessary. Okay. I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Viserion and to intervene in what's happening on the lower decks, because very soon we will have a mutiny or a massacre. And where does Seneschal Viserion come into this? I will not hurry, since my competence is under scrutiny. I shall speak for as long as I see fit. Ah, Abelard. Far too heavy-handed. Arrestations, interrogations. There's a strike. Master-at-Arms, the ships and forces report to you, and you seem hesitant to provide your own perspective.
While I entirely share Master Viserian's opinion of what fate deposed forces serves, I must note that this insubordination is a direct consequence of practices he himself introduced. I love that line. That's so good. Explain. Ship regulations state that the Master-at-Arms is responsible for resolving all matters related to ships and forces, yet it is no secret that the Seneschal has a tendency to show partiality. Those enforcers and officers whom he has deemed particularly promising are at times given permission to approach him for tutelage. I cannot deny Master Viserian's experience and insight, as a record of fostering students who have indeed achieved much and demonstrated impeccable performance. However, extending such patronage over the head of the immediate superior encourages disregard for the hierarchy. Well, would you say that the Seneschal has singled you out? Has never granted me any privileges, never once advocated for me, nor facilitated my promotions. He is the man who convinced me to become an officer in the first place. He has offered me extensive guidance on my service, for which I am grateful, and while not all my fellows receive such attention, I know of at least a dozen fine officers whom the Seneschal keeps in his sights to ensure that they continue to strive. I see. Well, if there is an insurrection, that's a bit concerning. Yes, but how are you going to deal with it? Sending a hit squad is not a way of solving it. And how did it start? Forces found a cultist amulet on the body of someone who'd been killed in a drunken brawl. Now Heretics have been found alive, but the search has brought tensions between them. And Depot 4 is one of the poorest. What do you have to say about this, Abelard? I'm certain that the Seneschal was acting within his authority, but I will verify the soundness of his decisions for myself. Boring on the sofa, Warwick, but please yourself, Lord Captain. I categorically insist that I escort you. What a mess. What a mess. Alright, let's head down. Let's head down and pray to the throne it doesn't turn into a fight. Although, who knows? These fools, it very well might.
It's about time.
Hello? How rude! How rude. Throwing crap. Sometimes I dearly regret we cannot replace the locals with servitors. Yeah, they were shouting your name. Well, let's keep moving and get to the bottom of this nonsense.
Follow my lead. I still do not see our purpose in coming here.
Relax, old man. Going for a stroll on the lower decks every once in a while is good for you. Lets you see how the simple folk live.
Alright, Mr. Sauerbeck, what's going on here? Sounds of a heated discussion reverberate through the ship's bays. Lieutenant Avril Vent of the ships and forces is barring the path The superior, Master-at-Arms Jocasta Saubeck, who has arrived clad in armor. Judging by their expressions and tone, the standoff has dragged on for some time already, and has now reached a boiling point. Lieutenant Vent, my patience is wearing thin. I've given you an order, now get out of my way. I cannot comply. This is my deck and my sector. So long as this area remains under the Lord Captain's special oversight, no action can be taken without my express permission. There are only 3 people who are authorized to make me stand down. The first officer, the rogue trader, and the Emperor himself. You know, I respect it. I respect it. However, you are in trouble, but I respect it. So not all my lessons fall on deaf ears. Your Lordship. We've encountered some locals on our way here. Their conduct was outrageous. They even tried throwing things at us. People are getting desperate. They saw the assault unit and then decided they had nothing left to lose. Apologize, Lord Captain. It is outrageous. I'm sure the people simply didn't recognize you. It wouldn't have occurred otherwise. We will deal with them once the current situation is resolved. I want to speak to the strikers. Let's find out what nonsense they're about. They need to be put in their place, though. This is getting silly.
Victory awaits!
A dozen pairs of eyes stare apprehensively at you. The people before you are typical inhabitants of the lower decks. You take in their simple clothing, crude weapons, and faces that display varying levels of mutation from the barely discernible to the strange to the outright grotesque. Lord Captain, you've come down to us. We were attacked on our way here. How do you explain that? Here's an explanation for you. People have been pushed to their limit, and now they're lashing out. As if we don't know why these top deck units are being sent down here. Like that one there, that's Lieutenant won't let past. The words seem sincere, body language and the glances traded between them reveal that the news of the attack has shocked them. Tell me what the problem is, then. Shut. The damned enforcers are all over us down here. They say they're looking for cultists. One wrong word and they're reaching for their batons. If they want to punish someone, they turn off the heating tube to hold bays for a week at a time, so we get sick and freeze. Okay, that's wasteful. In my clan, 2 little ones died from inflammation in their lungs. Ugh. Argenta does not interrupt the workers, but you see the sadness well within her eyes when the children's deaths are mentioned. She quietly whispers a requiem prayer and makes a sign over herself. There are no villains here, we're honest workers. Your servants. We've plotted no disorder. We went on strike openly, and now we've got guns pointed at us. All we're doing is asking to be allowed to work in peace, without being harassed. I was told that one of you were found in possession of a cultist amulet. Yeah, they don't know what the fuck that even means. Ah, the fools. The fools. Amulet took it off a dead body. There are no cultists still breathing in our sector, that's for sure. But when that fight broke out, some enterprising folks looted the bodies. Boots they came back with. Nobody's even ever tread these decks and been boots so fine. You can tell that. Huh. There's no harm taking them. As for the amulet, it must have been pocketed by someone who didn't know any better. We don't need any amulets around here. We all worship the Emperor. When we're working, we bow down before the machine spirits of the large and small transformers and servo motors. Same way my grandfather was told 100 years ago by a tech priest who came calling. Believe us, your lordship, we are people of faith. Naive children, weren't you taught from an early age about the dangers of the arch-enemy's creations? Were you not warned that any unfamiliar object could be one of them? We're told, holy sister, but it was a long time ago. The last time we saw a confessor in our sector, it was just after I had my third little one. That is regrettable, but you cannot lay the burden of leading a righteous life on the shoulders of holy fathers. Who will you blame when the beasts crawl out of these amulets you stole from the heretics? The Holy Father who was not here, or the scavengers who brought evil down on himself and his neighbours? You have anything to add, Abelard? Was it necessary to torture them with the cold? I think they understand more than one language. It's a little bit excessive, but what is it you're looking for? Rein in the enforcers, quit turning off the heat, and stop battering everything that moves. Want enforcers gone from here, we want to be armed. Nah! Nah, 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 nah. Yeah, you've gone too far. Thank you, thank you. You've gone too far. You've gone too far. You want real change? Okay. Suggest something reasonable. What do I get from that? I'm not like no. Now, spreading anarchy. Let's hear what they have. Abelard, what are your thoughts? Doesn't convince him. These people were moments away from rebelling, possibly becoming minions of the arch-enemy. Let's not give them what they want, even if they did acquire something innocently. Purely out of their own stupidity. Begins as petty thievery, can turn into a far graver problem. I've seen it before. In my second war, there was a sergeant in the Imperial Guard regiment that was stationed nearby. Took an ordinary pocket knife from the body of a heretic, and his whole unit lost their lives for it. Ugh. Oh, that's foul. Sauerbeck. Give them a Crocs and they'll take an agri-world. Spreading anarchy on the ship is the first step towards embracing chaos. Putting weapons into untrained hands would be even worse. What's more, the enforcers are needed to maintain oversight and order. Withdraw those demands and we'll consider the rest. So brave against an old woman. For her own sake. Well, then it's decided. The execution will stop, and I will expect you to assist in locating any remaining amulets or weapons left by the cultists. That's fine. It's not that they're not idiots, but we're already missing crew. We don't need to make the problem worse. For our sake, we haven't even started refilling our ranks. Oh, is my game gonna freeze again? Don't do this. If it's gonna keep repeating like this, I'm probably gonna cut the stream short, relatively short anyway, because this is getting obnoxious. This is getting very obnoxious. Hello? Ah, okay. Well, there we go. I have an urgent matter to discuss with the Lord Captain. Please give us a moment. You pleased with your investigation? You kowtowed to the disloyal rabble. You believe their lies and show them leniency. Next time the ship's attacked by cultists, that rabble will welcome them with open arms and allow them to wreak whatever havoc they like. I think you're a bit extreme there, Abelard. Let's talk about your role instead. You allowed this revolt to happen. Your actions practically guaranteed it would. I would have handled the situation myself had you not decided to intervene. Maybe if Theodora had spent more time on trifling matters, she wouldn't have wound up dead. I'm not going to repeat her mistakes. I'm comfortable with introducing new protocols in the midst of a crisis. I lost my temper. Prosperity of the Von Valanche's Protectorate is not an empty phrase to me. I left the Imperial Navy for the chance to see it flourish. It was the most momentous decision of my life. I did it because I saw in Lord Captain Theodora's deeds the sign of true greatness. Rogue traders do not simply forge new routes and capture worlds. They create order out of anarchy. That creative impulse was entirely lacking during my time in the military. So I left behind everything I had known, everything my family had known. I come from a long line of officers, and I embarked upon this incredibly reckless venture. Lord Captain Theodora entrusted me with all the concerns she had no time for. She would go off on her flagship for long periods to distant frontiers, scouting voyages, and the advancement of the entire Protectorate rested on my shoulders. And then, suddenly, everything that had been built over years and years began to quake, rattling like a flimsy hanger on a seismically active world. One of the senior officers betrayed us, the rogue trader was killed, and who knows what's happening on the planets. I tell you this honestly, without fear of appearing weak. All this has come as a grievous blow to me. I am not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I am duty-bound to aid the new rogue trader, to aid you, to find your footing as quickly as possible, and to do that I must insulate you from the problems that in the past have been dealt with by tried and tested procedures set out in the ship's regulations. Procedures that were established long ago and have functioned smoothly for decades cannot suddenly be deemed excess to requirements. I understand, but you need to learn how to respect me as your Lord Captain. And Rogue Trader. Accept it, and start living in the new world. A world where Theodora is gone, and where you and I have new decisions to make. Yes, Lord Captain. Your resolve is admirable, and demonstrates strong leadership. I shall remember this moment, should my old habits ever begin to creep back in. And now, please let us leave the lower decks. If the Rogue Trader desires to stretch his legs, there are far more suitable places. I do like that as much as Abelard is a stuck-up old man, he is actually capable of growth, just slowly. You know, like an old dog. Like an old dog trying to learn new tricks. Now let's see if the game will finally let me go to Right-Hand Minoris. Ooh, level up. Nice. Let's see. Choose ability. Nah, don't want joint analysis. Cover efficiency is nice. Or reducing cover efficiency is nice. Gaining my own bonuses is also nice. While in cover, the operative gains 25% cover efficiency, 15 perception, and 15 ballistic skill. Lasts until the moves. Perfect spot is actually incredibly good if you can find the right location.
Tactical knowledge is also pretty damn good, but... No, I'm gonna take Perfect Spot. I am doing the sniper build, so I think that's the right thing here. So skills... I don't think I'm gonna do techies, because I know we're gonna be including a tech priest in our party. So probably awareness, then. Yeah, let's do awareness. Bella. Even more weapon skill. And let's take a look at these Blade Dancer talents. Oh no, here it is. Yeah, Blade Dancer's Medicae is now determined by weapon skill instead of intelligence, if weapon skill is higher. Yes. Death Warden. Blade Dancer deals bonus crit damage equal to their Medicae, and can use medkits as if having the Medicae skill advancement. Yeah, no, I think we're taking that one. I think we're definitely taking that one. Yeah, she now has 75 Medicae. She is our medic. Ooh, right. Navigator abilities. See, there are some really good ones. Some really, really, really good ones. Held in my gaze, deal damage, pass willpower, or become immobilized. Held in my gaze is incredibly powerful. I kind of want to look at the higher tier abilities and see what I need to get to them. I know Point of Curiosity is quite good. Pulling enemies in. Requires Notch of Purpose or Zone of Fear. Zone of Fear, all creatures in an area of effect must pass a willpower resistance test or immediately move out of the zone even if they are stunned or immobilized. Triggers attacks of opportunity from the Navigator's allies. There are some really powerful abilities in here. I think Held in My Gaze is the most useful at the start here. I do want to get to Point of Curiosity. I think it's better to take Zone of Fear, because that's going to be more versatile, even though Notch of Purpose is quite good. But yeah, let's do Held in My Gaze. Choose a common talent. Blood Augury. Is it Mind Over Matter? Now we get to mix all resistance tests using willpower. And their wounds are calculated according to willpower, I think. So we have Guide of Souls for the extra movement. I think we'll take Mind of the Matter. I think her be resilient is quite important.
you. Damn it, I can't increase your ballistic skill anymore. Perception, so that you can hit. Let's see. Melee, flame, and melter attacks. I don't have any of those currently. Enemies in the area of effect of Warhammer and Furious Recital gain 1 stack of the Disturbed effect. Adjacent gain +2. I don't think I have anyone sharing the archetype, do I? Don't. It's the Litany of Purification. I think that might come in helpful. She is going to get replaced from the party, though. Alright, how about you? You're also actually going to get replaced. Let's give you precise attack. Law warp? Okay, wow. Let's say law warp, just for the fuck of it. And Abelard, you're getting weapon skill. And allies affected by brace of impact. 30% cover penetration. Okay, that's actually really good. Okay, Do Not Falter is actually pretty awesome. Because being able to negate melee superiority when we have, like, Kibella. Yeah. No, I think that's good. I think that's pretty damn good. Alright. Now, at long last, we are going to Rykad Minoris. Or not? What is it this time? Throne's sake, what is this time? Are we really getting every single event just before we can go to Rykad Minoris? Come on. Come on. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. What is it this time? As the ship makes its way through the star system, a strange fatigue falls over you. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the quill you've been using to draw up yet another order falls from your hand. I don't recognize this one. You raise your head with a start. Someone else is here, in your study.
You stand up and stare at the dozens upon dozens of corpses surrounding you. Among their number, you recognize the disfigured and bloodied faces of those who died on the ship's bridge, and those you met in your previous life. How is this possible? Where are the enforcers posted to stand guard? It matters not. You're alone against a horde of heretics risen from the darkness to take your life. As of its own accord, the shard lying on the edge of the desk, the sole remnant of Kunrad Voigtvir's weapon, slips into your hand. The metal is searing cold. The dead sway away from side to side, closing in around you in a nightmarishly slow advance. Kneel before the rogue trader. Your lives belong to me. All you hear in response is unintelligible voices, whispers, moans, and derisive laughter. Anger ignites in your chest, and you clutch the shard, which ravenously bites into your palm with its sharp edges. Oh, for God's sake, no. An unbearably bright light floods everything around, and you find yourself surrounded by groveling minions, their bodies shivering in your mere presence. Your hands no longer hold a pitiful shard, but a majestic and intricate weapon, a skillfully crafted sword with strange unnerving proportions, a curved design, an unusual hilt adorned with the image of a closed eye. The tapestry is woven, the path is chosen. Accept your fate, champion. Never! Your body refuses to obey your mind. The handle feels as if it has become one with your hands, and the gaze of demonic eyes sets, your very soul ablaze. Resisting your fate is futile. You scream as you feel your soul burn away to ash. You awaken from the vision kneeling next to your desk, clothes drenched in sweat, and with a sour taste on your tongue. Your head is ringing, and you struggle to recall those faces and the images of the sword in your hands. Only the deep cut in your palm and the bloodied shard lying on the floor remind you of what just transpired. You would rather die than touch that thing again, so you reach a shaking hand for your vox and call for a servitor. Now you just have to wait for the mindless automaton to arrive, pick up the cursed artifact, and head for the nearest airlock to be claimed by the void. Ugh, throat's sick. That thing is vile. Yeah, I have not seen that one before. That one was new to me. Suffer not the temptations of chaos. Alright. Let's try again. Finally, we make it to Rykad Minoris. Let's go. Oh, I don't remember this place being this fucked. Is this because I... Oh, is this because I went to the Navigator's house first? Probably is. I'm disembarking into a firefight. Halt! Weapons on the ground, or I'm firing. The skies are in lockdown, the rebels are shooting down anything that flies. And you lot just happen to land on our rear without a scratch to show for it. And on a shuttle? Where'd you get it? Stolen from the palace? Oh, don't be an idiot. By the Holy Throne, what is this mess?
enlighten this rabble about the proper manner of greeting the God Emperor's chosen. Snap to attention. Whoa! Sergeant Lass Malaga. Unit is holding the starport on the Governor's orders. Some dirty dog nearly shot down my shuttle. Well, what's going on here then? Unrest, armed rebellion in both the capital and the provinces. First a low-level spark, and then it went up the spires. You was here when it all went to Croxus. Tech Priest linked to the satellites reported sightings of strange void ships in the system, orbiting the star until one of them set course for landing. Huh. Well. What caused the rebellion? Preachers. Started riling everyone up. Sure enough, we shot a few, but they just kept coming. More and more of them. Well, you're doing fine work, and so are your troops. Yeah, I'm going to go see the governor. I want to send with you. Assign all available troops to accompany the esteemed tech priest. Tech priest. Amaranth. Well, it sounds typical for a tech priest. Demand to talk to the governor personally. Alright. Well, you're a good soldier. I'll see to your heroism is noted. As for us, well, this
New challenge for me?
entire place seems pretty mucked up. Actually, I'm gonna look at our formation here. Let's see. Definitely want the two of you in front. Yeah, this will work.
So, this is how vast the sky is. It is no wonder that mutiny broke out here. How can order be maintained in a place without compartments or bulkheads?
Ibella, I think you've lived
I
in
would
the
argue that
hull
it
of the
is
ships
not
for too
the
long.
size of the territory, but the competence of the governor that matters. Ugh, he did not even send a proper cortege to meet us.
That's cold, Cassia. That's cold.
Submit, and you'll die quickly.
Spare none of them!
Alright. Let's see. Let's see. Cover position. Argenta, you are in a position to act pretty early. So is Cassio, which is good. I actually think that Argenta can be here and Cassio here. Abelard, have you go up. Idira. Bella. Ah, come on. I have not traded any rogues yet, Raymundo, but we're about to trade for, well, not trade, for some people, technically. We're going to trade away the lives of these friggin' rebels here, and then make our way to get some crew for our ship. And I see that now my game is acting up again for some stupid reason. This is really annoying, because I have the friggin' task manager up on the side to check my performance, and there's nothing that's, like, maxed out, so there has to be a driver issue somewhere. It's pissing me off. Where do I put Cabela? Yeah, I'll put her in the back here.
Here we go.
Right, let's see what these bugging bastards have to do. Did he buff all of them? Yeah, he did.
Let's
Rat.
get to it. Let's make it quick. Let's get to it.
Why do I have a feeling this is going to be a very chaotic encounter? Let's see. Let's see if we can get some multi-hits.
I'll do it.
Oh, that does mean I can get a much better Furious Recital. There we go. And we can do a running gun. Just for the added firepower. Yeah. I have to at least make sure that it has a good chance of being a hit. Hey, she's actually hitting things, though, as, like, compared to last time. So that's an improvement. Now, Cassia, you have some pretty devastating abilities. So let's get you to somewhere you can properly use them. Yeah, I think this is probably the best place to go for it. Yeah, no, XCOM 40K is actually a very, very apt comparison. Like, even playing the tabletop game, like Dark Heresy or Rogue Trader, the tabletop game, it very much feels like playing XCOM in a lot of ways because it operates off of a D100 system. Problem here, though, Cassia is kind of exposed. So let's make sure that Abelard at least can shut down some of the enemies. Yeah, I think that's a good. My target is too close. Oh, come on!
I'm not interested. That's not the Seneschal's job.
Yes, it is. It's your job to do what I tell you to do. For Christ's sake. Alright. So I'll just do like this then. At least lock you in melee. Should have done Rubber Brace through impact before then, but oh well. Let's see. Okay, those bruises might get to Cassia, and I'm a little scared of that. I hope she doesn't take too much damage. Ow!
Time to slaughter someone.
Okay, at least he went for Abelard.
Show me what you've got.
And you don't have the movement.
Follow my lead.
Oh, good shot. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, there's some very important targets we need to get rid of here. Getting rid of the Agitator would be really nice, because I think he has officer abilities. Other than that, the Bruiser on Cassia needs to go. Let's see. Let's do Perfect Spot. And I think we should do Regimental Tactics right away here as well, because it's going to let us take out targets pretty effectively. I can definitely kill the Agitator, or with a little bit more buffing I can probably take out the Rebel, the Bruiser Rebel. So if we give that one an Analyze, it's going to give us the damage buffing to potentially just remove the target outright. I think that's worth it. Yeah, I think that's worth it.
Suits my purpose.
Very good, very good. It's going to clear up Cassia so that she can act with much more safety. As for Idira, I think, at least a forewarning, keeping Cassia a bit safer.
Out my way.
Did I just get... How much more likely is perils to trigger in this fucking... Throne's sake! I hate Psykers. I hate Psykers. Idira, you're fired. You're fucking fired! Oh my god, Emperor. Alright. Let's see. If we move up here, I should have a charge range up there. So I can damage this guy first. Good damage. Okay, the Agitator's stunned, actually, so I don't need to focus on him, but... this Bruiser can probably be taken out pretty safely. So getting up here is still... How...
Someone else can do this.
How's that not line of sight? Oh, you rat. Alright. Ugh. Emperor, save me. Argenta's stunned. There we go. So you can probably take out those pretty effectively. Get a little bit more movement, you can get around the corner there, but that's not going to work this turn. We're not dealing with that many more enemies, though. Okay, let's take you a step back into cover. And then take care of these. He is behind. Is that gonna hit Abelard? I don't think it should. I think there's like a fucking ignore thing active. Let's see. Yeah, it just did 0. Perfect. Now,
I'm
I
not
can
accustomed
still...
to being ordered around.
Oh, see, now I have line of sight because the cover got reduced in height. Funky. There we go. Whiff. Let's see. We got line of sight there. Don't have on that one. Wow. Just take this out cleanly.
Let's get to it.
Oh, throwing Sekidira though, you whiffed so bad. Unbelievable. And now Kibella gets to act. Damn, Kibella's fast. Like, really fast. Can I do something really stupid here? Oh, I think I can do something really stupid here. Ah, no, I can't. I was hoping this gave me like 3 charges with the thing, but no. No range. Sag. I guess that means I'm standing here in the open. Can Abelard get there? Let's see. Maximum charge range. 1, 2, 3. That might be enough, actually. Let's see. Daring Breach. Yeah, because he gets back his full movement as well. Yep. Nice. Okay. There we go. Saw an enemy. You clueless idiot. For Christ's sake. There we go. Probably get that injury treated. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Let's see if they had anything useful. I kind of doubt it. Shock batons. Maybe some of the armor, actually. I think their weapons are all rubbish, but the armor... Yeah. Fire Emblem for World. That is a take I was not expecting. No, this is like Baldur's Gate for sci-fi fans. I think is the best comparison. Like, if you want a genuine take, and not a troll take.
None shall stand in my way.
What is this Lure Imperium check here? Written on the side of the shuttle in pilots slowly slang are the words, "Do not touch a shipment of..." What? Commander's Cloak. Nice. I'll take that. And goods. I will loot everything I can. Like, I am a rogue trader. Rogue being the operative word. Henceforth, I will take what I want. I think I'm going to give that cape to Cassia, because that increases the range of the officer's archetype abilities. Yes. That is something that we like. Right, I was going to give this to you. Spooky mask. Also, you're going to get replaced pretty soon, so I'm taking your stuff. Sorry. I collect the rogues to trade. I mean, fun fact, and slight spoiler warning for this game, there are secret companion characters in this game that are like not advertised as like part of the like, oh, these are the companions you can meet in the game. They're like unlockable secrets. And 2 out of the 3 are other rogue traders. So yes, you can actually collect rogue traders. And one day I might try and play a campaign where I try to collect all of them.
It's
Although
about
I'm
time.
not sure if it's how feasible it is. Oh, we're right into combat again. Hello. Title is real. Yep. Rogue trading confirmed. There are a lot of explosive barrels here. That is a little concerning. I hope it doesn't go to hell. Idira, you have one more chance to not be a psychic disaster. If you fail me again, you are fired. Actually, you're already fired, but, like, you're double fired. I feel like my PC is also going to get fired pretty soon from this stuttering, because this is getting pretty damn obnoxious. I'm tired of this. Come on. Behave, damn you! Hello? I'm waiting. I'm waiting patiently. There we go. For own sake. Let's see. Constantine, Argenta, Gibella, Abelard. Abelard, you can you can start all the way up here. I should have had Gibella further up. Just pretty far back in the initiative. Just chatting weaved into the gameplay. The day I have a 10 out of 10 stream, that's, no, that's not real. Anyway, let's go. Agitator, what the fuck are you doing? Oh yeah, you're doing the same thing as the previous one. Being an agitating piece of shit. Yes, go ahead, shoot your friends. Please, by all means. I'm delighted to see you commit friendly fire. Now, it's time to, do some other shenanigans. Like, Zappy Zappy. PC? Have I not sufficiently appeased the machine spirit or something? There we go. Oh yeah, no, this is definitely a driver issue. I need to look into this later. Anyway. I want to make sure I at least kill one of them. There we go. And... zap! Nice. Very nice. And I'll give a little bit of a buff to you, I guess. Keep you alive. Or keep me alive. Bruiser.
Let's make it quick.
Another bruiser. I should be able to deal with you. Argenta, though. Do you have... That's a very high chance of blowing up those barrels. I kind of like that. Kind of a fan, not gonna lie.
I'm not the enemy.
What? How? Argenta! How? How the... Oh! I know your bolter is a little bit wonky and needs some repair, but like, that was embarrassing. That was actually embarrassing. No, Argenta is like double fired. Like, I know she's like devout and she hates psychers. I know Argenta hates Idira, but that was uncalled for. That was thoroughly uncalled for. Completely uncalled for. Okay, can you take this shot at least and actually, like, you know, not hit your allies?
As the Emperor commands.
Okay, that's a little bit better. Still not good, but a little bit better. There we go, Revel in Slaughter. And stop being such a fucking... Ugh. No, Argenta thinks she is doing the God Emperor's work by killing the non-sanctioned Psyker. And in some ways, I can't blame her, but in other ways, I 100% blame her. Let's see. Here, though, we can do some shenanigans. God, I love you, Cassia. You are so strong. You are amazing. You're perfect. Thank you. And let's have... Let's give Cabela something more to do. Oh. You're not supposed to have movement points here, but apparently you do after all. Okay. Let's get into slicing range. Woohoo! And
Trust me.
let's cover everything in blood. Because, you know, blood is nice. So is murder. Whoop.
Death is a blessing.
I love Cabela. Cabela's great. He's doing a much better job of being a devout servant.
Let's get to it.
Oh, you guys are
Here
so
we
dead.
go.
You guys are so friggin' dead. At least my side is not the only one committing friendly fire like idiots. Can I get to the agitator in one turn? I don't think so. I don't think I have enough charge range. Let's see. I can at least get here, and then... Let's see. I do have enough charge range. Do I put a cleave on these guys first, though? I think so. Yep. And... Sure. Very clean. Then we have Cabela's actual turn. Oh, she could just go straight for the commander. Oh, that's brilliant. God, she's so fast. I'd love that. What did she reveal? Oh, we'll find out. Let's do
The shadows will see it done.
this. And this. And then, oh, that's a guaranteed hit. Do I want to do regular blade dance, maybe? Let's do blade dance.
My blade whispers your name.
Yeah, you're so fucked. Alright. Now I actually get to act. Perfect spot. I could take out either of these, or this guy. Let's make this guy an easier target to kill. And then remove a dangerous target. There we go.
Out of my way.
Dead. Idira's just fucking knocked out. Right, Argenta, can you kill this without hitting anyone else? At least you can do that. Do I have a range time? No. You know what? I'm not taking the risk. You whiffed. You whiffed badly. Now you're dead. Oh shit, there was one left. Completely forgot about that one.
Let's get to it.
Smoke grenade.
This'll leave a scar.
Rude? Very rude. Get out of here. That poor Idira had her fucking ribs broken and everything there.
No sleep, no rest. Only duty, only death.
Let's see. I'm not heading in there quite yet, so let's loot everything first. I want to at least get to the Governor's Palace. Game, come on. Don't be like this. I'm getting close to the point where I'm considering reinstalling my PC, because this is getting incredibly obnoxious.
We shall prevail.
Let's see. Ooh, there's something down here as well. I think that's what I spotted mid-combat, actually. Pyromancer's Staff. Interesting. I don't have a Pyromancer in my party, but perhaps, eventually. Let's see what this Agitator has. Ooh, medkits. High quality medkits.
Follow my lead.
Ah, craps. Who has the best demolition skill in the party? $30, $40, $40, $60, $30, and $50. Yeah, so it's Argenta. Alright. Well, you're on disarm duty. I said you're on disarm duty, not on run into the thing and try again. Much better.
Duty prevails.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Let's see.
Change is coming. The edge is nigh.
What?
The blinded ones are harmless. No sense in shooting them and drawing attention.
Fire on the nearest target!
What?
Don't kill the tech priest! We need to take him alive!
Find it, and let their enemies read.
What's he doing? Hold back!
May knowledge be thy fate. Let the cycle be discontinued.
You did say the edge is nigh, yeah. The edge of daybreak. It's a thing that they've been, like, talking about a lot.
Not another step.
Hi, Tatsu. I have a friend named Tatsu who is a big fan of the Adeptus Mechanicus, and in my other playthrough, which I'm playing in co-op, he plays Pascal.
Flee, for I am death.
I don't think I will.
By the throne! What is that servant of the Omnis I am made of? Adamantine? Ah, placid.
Maintain a contemptuous silence.
Rogue trader Von Valancius greets you, honored tech priest, and graciously grants you permission to remain in his presence.
Thank you, Abelard.
I identify you as a member of a high strata belonging to Rogue Trader House Von Valancius. I am detecting no need for confrontation. The convoy received an order to meet you. It is no longer functional. Therefore, I propose that we continue to advance to the rendezvous point with the governor's soldiers.
Yeah, so how did you kill off a bunch of people and blow up a sacred machine, which, by the way, I don't think you're supposed to do, without even laying a finger on it?
This was my doing.
Yeah.
The voices are being weird about him. They're saying garbled, conflicting things. Like they're talking about completely different people. But he's not a threat to you. Even if that's a bit hard to believe after all the fireworks.
So, first of all, Idira, you're crazy. Who are you?
I identify as Magus Pascal Haneman of the priesthood of Mars. By the grace of the Omnissiah, I am currently assigned to the maintenance personnel of the station Altar Templum Calixis X-17.
Altar Templum Calixis. I have heard the name before. The station appears on House Orselio's star charts, in the Furibunda system, not far from the Void Colony of Footfall. You have traveled a long way to come here, esteemed Magos.
Why are you looking to see the governor?
I came here to carry out a sacred mission. My mentor, Archmagus Amonat, summoned me, and I hastened to answer his call. But the rabble's unrest prevented our meeting, and I was on my way to Governor Medina to determine my mentor's current location. My escort was ordered by their commander to discontinue their movement and await to be merged with your group. Then, due to their incompetence, they let themselves be killed. It was an unacceptable complication to my task.
Well, I do kind of need a tech priest, so I'm going to invite you to join my retinue.
Acknowledged. Predicting successful and mutually beneficial cooperation.
Excellent. Yeah, Argenta, you're fired. There we go. Let's get some level ups on you, and also some a little bit of equipment. So you're also running operative. Yeah, technically we have 3 operatives now, but I am going to get rid of Idira pretty soon. Sorry, Idira, but you're too heretical for me and too unstable. So, you have tech use, obviously, and you've got passive learning. First turn of combat, the operative randomly distributes the same number of exploits as when using allied enemies among all enemies in the 10-cell radius around the operative. At the start of each of the operative's subsequent turns, they distribute half as many exploits among all enemies in a 2-cell radius around the operative. That's kind of a meh ability. The start of combat is nice, but like 2-cell radius around the operative is pretty meh for someone who usually remains at ranged. But we'll see what kind of weapons we give him. Let's see. Let's see. Let's start with characteristic. As an operative, he does want pretty high perception as well. His weapon skill is actually much higher than his ballistic skill. I've mostly seen him played as a ballistic character. Ah, the axe itself, the Omniscient Axe, is giving him origin advancement weapon skill. Ah, okay. He has borrowed an advancement on both of them. So yeah, it's the axe itself that's giving the huge weapon skill. I know that a lot of the operative abilities scale with intelligence and perception. Let's start with the intelligence, because that's going to be the most useful immediately. Calculated relation is nice, but I don't actually need it since I already have it on Constantine. Deflection against burning and flame. +1 movement, +1 deflection, and can't fall prone while wearing heavy armor is pretty cool. What are these others? Oh, right, these are the unique ones. I actually haven't looked at these, because in my other campaign, it's my friend that's playing this stuff, so... Increases perception. Additional melee and armor pen. Use demolition. Medicare Mechadendrite is really nice. Machine Spirit Communion applies 1 stack on explode on all affected enemies. Okay, that's like just perfect with him being a operative. I don't have plasma or melter weapons, so it's kind of wasted to go for that now. A lot of these are really good. I do have the option of respeccing, so for now I'm going to do Steel of the Forge. And then we can get a actual operative talent. Say, if the target of Analyze has 2 or more exploits, it suffers an additional exploit. Good idea. We did put 1 point into intelligence. Let's do perception. Ability. Tactical knowledge. Because I know I can do some really funky shit with that. Choose skill. Tech use is already pretty damn good, so I think logic for now. Don't need the medic because I already have a medic. And equipment. Let's see. That one I think I want to give to Kibella, actually. You can have the tech use gloves, and you can have the dogmatic helmet. Actually, no, you can have the logic gloves. Oh, the logic goggles, I mean. You can get the boots. There we go. Now, do we have any usable weapons that we want to use? Yeah, maybe we have something better for you than a regular las gun. We got the Rotobi pattern. Or we could give you a sniper rifle. Or a shotgun. And considering we kind of want to maybe run him in a bit into melee range, I think actually giving you a shotgun is pretty reasonable. Let's do that. Yeah. Shotgun on the friggin' Mechadendrite. And I gave him a heavy armor talent, but it doesn't actually have heavy armor, so I need to find some pretty soon. Alright. Let's continue through this mess of an area.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Good. And lag. Lovely. Mm-hmm. Is that a bolter? Is that a bolter in a dumpster? Are you kidding me? What? Oh, fuck. Why is there a bolter in the dumpster? Please explain. Okay. Maybe I should give that to Pascal. Who the frick put that there? I mean, actually, okay, it's got better armor penetration, has a little bit less damage, but it has burst fire. Yeah, I'll do the burst fire. There we go.
Victory awaits.
Keep moving along. Seeing what we can find. Why is Argenta's icon over there? Is Argenta's icon over there because I just left her behind? I think that might be it. Or is she just there to fuck with me? Oh, fuck, there's loot back there. You know what? I'll grab it later. I will grab it later.
A new challenge for me?
In spite of your
Let's go
years,
up
your
here.
body, spirit remains strong. Tell me, Amic Abelar, what do you do to train them?
Well, I spent a lot of time running back and forth after the Lord Captain, for a start.
Okay. Ooh, Sinsuke. Who am I going to give that to? I only have agility 30. And you kind of have pretty high agility already? Or you kind of have an armor already? I don't think I have anyone else with high enough agility. Well, I have Adira, but she's going to get replaced. Oh well, I'll keep that for later then. I think it might be good to give to
None shall stand in my way.
a certain character that I'm going to get, hopefully, in not too long. Also, there's more heretics here. Let's see how badly they fuck up. Yeah, that... You don't know what you're doing, do you? You really don't know what you're doing. Profane violation of the algorithm. Dumbass. Ah, dumbass. Alright, let's move up. Alright, Pascal, take a look at this for me.
The machine god grants me insight.
Oh. Oh, I think the turrets are on my side now, though. Which is, helpful. Very helpful. The issue right now is I don't have a lot of cover for my people here. It's a little lacking. Guess I can hide behind the turrets, but like it's not ideal. All right, hey dear. Do you have like? Yeah, you don't have chain lightning range. Sag. Target is too far. Yeah, what a shame. Is there anyone here who's like a leader? Oh, maybe this guy in the back. Lag? Could you not? Oh no, it's just a regular gunner. Oh, by the throne, this lag! Could you not? Okay, yeah, they're all just fucking mooks. Alright then. Let's just do a forewarning to someone who might get attacked. Yeah. There we go. Let's see what the turrets do. Oh, right. Yeah, the turrets just fucking annihilate this encounter. I completely forgot about that. They are completely, utterly annihilated. Let's get set up. And let them come to us.
Time to slaughter someone.
Yeah, get deleted from reality. Thoroughly deleted. Excellent. And let's see. Do I have a range on anyone? I got range on E. 75% and a miss. You know, that's like real XCOM hours, honestly. How about you, Pascal? Do you have any good targets? Not really. Nah. Nothing good from here. I think we kind of just need to move up and let them come to me. I should buff the entire party though. Or as many as I can.
Let's get to it.
Great shot. I don't think Cabela's gonna get her do her thing, but let's just move her up just for the sake of it. None of you are a threat.
All too easy.
95 and a miss. Yeah, the XCOM is strong in this one.
Let's get to it.
Get out. That didn't say it was going to chain to Abelard. Excuse me? Lol, I didn't even hit. Can I get in range? Target is too far, but I can charge to the tile in front of him and then do a regular attack. So, I guess that works. Great. Fools. The fools! It's a lot of bloody gloves. Probably just gonna sell it all.
It's about time.
There's not much value in it. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move ahead into the next zone here, but then I'm gonna cut the stream there, because I'm getting a little annoyed at these technical issues, so I'm gonna try and have those resolved before the next stream. But let's at least head over to the capital streets here, so that we're ready for next time. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a little bit of a shorter stream today. I was thinking of going a bit later, until like maybe like another hour or so. But with these technical issues, I'm getting a little bit too miffed with it. It's going to bother me too much if I keep having to deal with it. So I'd rather keep the streams going in a good mood instead.
Follow my lead.
So yeah, I think that is it. We're gonna save the game here. And until next time, goodbye.